Season 8, Cool Summer. What a boring episode, wasn't it? It wasn't that eventful to me, except for the obvious pieces of proof that are just coming to mind. I'm gonna list what I remember, and then I'll go and research what it was exactly that I remember. But so first, what happens is in the beginning, there is the piece of evidence of Kate revealing that she went to Mr. Martin's house willingly. That's pretty juicy, but not that juicy enough for it to keep me intrigued, if I'm being honest. And then what else piece of evidence was there towards the end? There was the snow globe, apparently. I don't remember at all if that was ever brought up in the previous episodes. Maybe I just don't pay enough attention, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what that has significance in the next episodes. I was doing some research on Reddit. So the biggest obvious question about the snow globe is, here this person says, the snow globe probably played the song. I think that too. My theory is maybe she called to hear her boyfriend's voice and the song played in the background from the snow globe. The question is, how did Mallory or Kate get the snow globe? And I don't remember, oh yeah. So people in this thread have been saying that it could be a way for Jeanette to make peace with Mallory after they fought because of when Mallory got caught in the AV room. And then after they fight, maybe in the next episode or two, it'll show Jeanette making peace with her by giving an offering of something that she stole from Martin's house. 'Cause in one of the episodes before, if you guys remember, when Mallory and Jeanette got in a fight again, Jeanette went and broke into Martin's house and took that yearbook. People think that Jeanette's gonna break in. They're gonna show a flashback of her breaking into Martin's house, and then there was somewhere in this thread too I found. They think she's gonna break in, get a snow globe, and then give it to Mallory, and then they're gonna become friends again. And then perhaps after that happens, maybe they're gonna no longer be friends, because obviously in 1995 they're not friends anymore at all whatsoever. So they're gonna have like another fight, I presume. And the thing that's a question though is, first, we still don't know if the song that's playing in the background of the what do you call it, the voicemail, we don't know if it's still from the snow globe or not. It would have been cool if they showed the bottom of the snow globe when you twist it, because most snow globes have that thing at the bottom that you twist and it plays the song. So yeah, that's the question. We don't know if we don't know if the song was from the snow globe. And two, like, the thing I don't understand about the snow globe is just like why Mallory is keeping it in the first place. And then also another thing, I'm not sure if my ideas are all in check right now, but I'm just spitballing right now. I just started drinking my coffee, so I'm kind of jittery now. I'm thinking that maybe Jeanette could possibly, this is probably not true at all, disclaimer, but I think Jeanette, if she really wants to lock in her case and be proven innocent, I think what she could do is just show the prosecutors or something that Mallory has that snow globe, and then could be used as evidence to instead point the blame on Mallory being the one that went to Martin's house and then confused her with Kate or something. Now the reason, also another thing that people pointed out somewhere in here, I forgot where I found it. I think people have started to comment too much, but someone said, oh yeah, people were asking, well, why didn't Kate talk on the phone? Now we still don't even know if this is Kate or not that's breathing on the phone. That's the thing that a lot of people are assuming, and the show is really good at obviously just being a good show, being mysterious. That's the best way I could put it. We don't know if that's even Kate, the one on the phone breathing. It makes sense though. Like, why else would someone call Jamie's phone, and why else would they? Who else would be in contact? There's really no one else that's relevant, so it should be Kate, but perhaps it's Martin for some reason. Maybe he is in some sort of drunken state and is about to give up hope or something, and just, I don't know, it could be anything. Maybe this doesn't matter at all, but that's just another question. Maybe is this really Kate? I don't know where that would lead to, but that's just another thing I thought I'd bring up. I also thought I would bring up this funny comment. It only took 8 episodes, but I think I can finally tell all the white guys apart now. Uh, that's really funny. Oh yeah, and another concern people have, this isn't really about the plot, but anyone else feel like with only 2 episodes left, it's going to feel rushed and we're going to be let down? I mean, we still have to see the court case and the rescue date and get the answers about this damn snow globe now. I don't know, I'm just worried. Yep, people saying same, and then someone here says there are interviews of the writers saying they'll have all the answers by the end of the season. That's also a concern of mine as well. I didn't know that there was only 10 episodes till I came across this thread. They're definitely gonna have to be very concise with their timing and details that they're gonna lay out. I'm assuming that like by the episodes 10 is gonna be the one that's gonna feel rushed the most. Episode 9 is gonna show a good build-up and only show maybe a couple pieces of tiny evidence towards the end, just like episode 8. I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of shows are like this. The last 2 or 3 episodes are always the most boring before the final episode, and the final episode is obviously gonna be the big reveal. That's just my experience. I don't have any examples off the top of my head, but shows are just always like that. The last episode, like the second to last or 2 episodes are always just like the worst for some reason. They're just boring, especially with a mystery show like this. This person pointed out, this is just, I don't even know if I'm talking about episode 8 anymore, but I'm just looking at funny comments. Every single parent on the show is negligent in some way. Cindy fully abandons her family. Jeanette's dad, negligent enough at his job to not realize, that's actually really true, to not realize one of his keys was missing. Like, you're a real estate agent and you literally see a whole board of keys and you just don't see that at all. I just thought that was funny when that episode came up. Rod Wallace couldn't stand up to his daughter the one night she needed him the most and didn't interfere when Joy literally let Kate run away in front of her eyes. Yep. Joy Wallace, I mean, come on. Kate's campfire story is really coming together. Okay, so I found the piece of evidence here, or a comment, not evidence, about the snow globe theory. I think the voicemail has 3 elements: the snow globe, music in the background, an old movie in the background, and a girl breathing heavily. I don't think anyone was actually speaking, obviously. I think there was an old black and white movie playing in the background based on the mid-Atlantic accent and the crackle in the audio. I think Jeanette snuck into Martin's before Christmas and stole the snow globe. She then gifted it to Mallory to try to rekindle their friendship. Perhaps on Christmas Eve? Obviously they didn't stay friends, and that's why Mallory told Jay that she got rid of it. Based on the date Jamie received the voicemail and the fact that the snow globe could be heard in the background, I'm guessing that Mallory may have left Jamie the voicemail. Mallory is into old films, so maybe she had a movie playing in the background. That's actually true, because that one movie that Kate was watching with Mallory and the other girl, they had like a PTSD episode or something like that, and then she had to go to therapy. Jay knows if she can get the snow globe with a voicemail that it's more evidence to support her innocence. I was rooting for Mallory, but it seems like she might be involved. Okay, I don't know why anyone would root for Mallory, she's crazy, but this is what I was talking about. Maybe, and of course Jeanette, she may not want to try to incriminate Mallory with that snow globe. She's not gonna do that. She's, even after they're not being friends, Jeanette is still, she's not like a ruthless person really. Except when she needs to be. But for an old friend, she wouldn't be like that. This is honestly, and what does it say here? Mallory is the one that left Jim. So I think what happened is Mallory, she probably saw Kate perhaps, and then she called Jamie but didn't know what to say. She was kind of like too much in shock. She didn't, and then she maybe just chickened out or something. Who knows? That's kind of a weird way to go about this route, but hey, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. So I think that's a pretty good theory. Also, another question is, why would Mallory keep the snow globe? Because, I mean, we all know Mallory's not really right in the head, but logically, you would want to get rid of that if you see this court case coming up and you know the snow globe is from Martin's house. Why would you keep it in the first place? Which tells us that I'm assuming she values the friendship of, or the possibility of rekindling a friendship with Jeanette more than the possibility of getting incriminated or prosecuted or, you know, raising suspicious eyebrows with that piece of evidence of the snow globe. And let's go to another theory. Oh, so this is a good one right here. I like this theory. Mallory and Jeanette snuck into Martin's house Christmas Eve and one of them saw Kate. Maybe Jeanette called Jamie just for proof to brag that she was doing something bad. Now, that's actually kind of makes sense because this would be taking place in 1994, and that's around the same time that, oh, obviously Kate, Jeanette. Sorry, it's still 9 a.m., so I'm kind of bad. Jeanette and Jamie were kind of starting to flirt with each other a little bit, so maybe that makes sense why Jeanette wanted to call Jamie, but that's kind of a bad timing though. I don't know about the strength of this theory. Why would she call while you're in such a high stakes situation while Kate, I mean, you don't know if Kate's there, but why would you do that if Martin is there? Or perhaps Martin isn't there. Perhaps maybe what happened is, actually no, this actually makes a lot of sense because maybe they didn't know Kate was there. Maybe she was drugged, right? And then we know that Mallory likes old movies, and then perhaps Jeanette and Mallory just put on a movie and started eating popcorn in Martin's house. All of a sudden, and they start playing with the snow globe, right? And then maybe Kate somehow sneaks into the living room, perhaps, and then sees them, but it's like really drugged, so she can't see them, and they run away, but they still keep the snow globe. And then after that, then things happen, whatever, blah blah blah. That's a good theory too. I like that one. I will bookmark that. That's a good one. Oh, this is another potential thing that could have happened. Kate was not locked in the basement at the time that Jeanette saw her, and Kate made her promise not to tell anyone where she was, because of course, remember, Kate went to Martin's willingly, initially. I don't know why he wouldn't keep her in the basement in the first place. I am not a kidnapper at all, but I mean, you know, why would you give her the possibility of being anywhere outside of the basement? So that's kind of a weak theory, but it's just an interesting theory nonetheless. Yeah, I'm just noticing that we didn't get any Kate at all in episode 8, which is I think would have been more of an interesting episode, because a lot of the interesting episodes are the ones with Kate sharing her perspective and showing what she went through. And I feel like she definitely is going to have to be the spotlight for the next 2 episodes, because you don't know what's happening until you see what's going on from her perspective. That's going to be the most interesting thing. So I can't wait till these next episodes come out. But that's really all I wanted to talk about, just kind of get my mind off these things. It was kind of a boring episode, like I said, really not that much going on. And Martin just kind of still continues to freak me out. That's really about it. Nothing else I really wanted to bring to the table. So, with that said, thank you for watching so much. I'm gonna drink the rest of my coffee, and I will see y'all maybe episode 9, episode 10. Depends on if I feel like making a video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we can do more videos like this in the future. See ya.